I was truly blown away. Visually, the cinematography was gorgeous, and it really translated both the peacefulness of being out there and the freedom in camping and being surrounded by nature, but also the absolute fear, that looming tension and that ominous feeling throughout. And they kept that really great balance as well. I thought the story was brilliant. It really surprised me. I did not foresee that coming whatsoever. I did catch something was up. I didn't know if we were going supernatural. I didn't know if this was from beyond the grave. I couldn't quite parse it out. So I thought that this twist was so well deserved because there was so much tension and so much emotions and really deeply authentic performances in sharing the stories and sharing the struggles. And we wanted to see the win. At least I know I did. And I was absolutely rooting for her to find that agency and find that peace and that freedom. I just think that this is a really, really well-made film. And I think it's going to have quite the life for itself afterwards. So brilliant performances. Love the cinematography and great twist at the end. That was very much well deserved.
It has a great economy of storytelling. There's so much we are learning about the character as the story's progressing, and you know the whole sort of twist with the daughter and being led on and everything. It was just really strong writing, great performances, and just a good use of that wilderness setting. It's inviting at times and it's scary at other times. It was very dynamic, even though the whole thing is in the woods essentially, with a couple of small peppered exceptions. It doesn't feel ever like we're stuck in one place, because of course the big wilderness there as a setting. So they make great use of that setting again, and everything else is just done to really great effect. Again, the writing, the performances, the directing, and even the pacing through the editing and all.
It felt kind of like a documentary in the beginning, like we were going to watch an environmental documentary almost, in the best way possible. I love documentaries. It just wasn't sure how this was going to go. The performances were so natural and so professional. These actors were really, really good and really fun to watch, because you weren't, you didn't feel, in my opinion, like you were watching acting at all. So it felt really like we were kind of, just the camera work was so good. It just felt like it was just the two of them, and somehow we were seeing it. Really well done. Good direction as well. To me, that shows a good director, good editor, good camera, department. Everything here, makeup, the wound on her leg. I had to look away because it's so good. Everything was, the casting, the writing, the script was so good. The hair and makeup and the wardrobe and all of that. And just in the editing, if I didn't say that already, great. All the way around, the production value was high. Very nicely structured. The script and the writing were so good. Such a good twist at the end, because there were already enough elements to keep me invested as far as it being out in the wilderness. Thought it was a really complicated, made not so complicated by how you guys were able to flesh it out. I thought it was really well done, and I was really able to follow along well, and I didn't feel really lost. I was just not quite sure sometimes if it was real or not, which is what she was feeling. So it was just so well done.
Very engaging short film. The story was fun. It was riveting. It had some great moments of tension and drama mixed with the soundtrack, and the acting all came together in bringing the short piece together in such a fun and thrilling way. I love the unexpected twist by the end. It felt very reminiscent to the Netflix film Fractured, losing memory, making up this sort of false reality. And by the end of this short film, as in To Die Alone, I love how the final shot indicates that she is sort of at peace with her daughter as they walk up in the mountain with the sunrise.
This film had some gorgeous cinematography. It grabbed me right away. It was a film that it kept going. I love films that only have two characters that are it's the main focus, and while she had her daughter and her ex-husband and there were a few others, it mainly focused on Ford and this woman. She seems out bitter and he seems to bring it better. Kind of confused about what's reality and what's fiction within it because she's kind of going in and out as the fever sets in. But the story is wonderful. These character-driven pieces really are things that aren't done a lot, and they should be done more because you're focusing on these two people quite intimately and in an area that they shouldn't be, especially they said it's off season. It's a gorgeous film. The cinematography, the score, all of it worked really well, and it seems like they used a little bit of natural lighting. And it was a film that was intense, but it was really worth watching and finishing it because you want these questions answered.
I was immediately caught up in the storyline. The writing was so good. I liked the fact that there was a lot of movement from past to present. Excellent narrative structure that way. What also set the film apart for me were the incredible performances of the two leads. The performer playing Irving was awesome at containing so much emotional trauma and then releasing it at many parts during the film, from revealing her identity as gay to searching for answers to her physical survival. And the performer playing Ford was so convincing as the kind, resourceful caretaker. I love the gorgeous cinematography of the forest settings and the drone shots of the mountains. I was also impressed by the lovely orchestral soundtrack, especially the soulful cello.